The Kettleers stepped foot on Stony Brook Field for the first time since Week 1 of the season, hoping to grab a win over the Whitecaps today. Trey Holland, in his first start of the season for Cotuit, kept Brewster at bay today for 5 innings, striking out 7 and holding the Whitecaps to 4 hits and no runs. Although Holland was shutting it down, the Kettleers' defense made their presence known too, exemplified by a great hustling play by Joey Loperfido in right field to make a sliding catch on a ball that was tailing away from him. However, while Brewster was shut down at the plate, so was Cotuit, and despite loading the bases in both the third and fourth innings, they stranded all those runners, ending the fourth by grounding into a double play. After Rich Brereton entered in relief in the seventh, Brewster finally broke through with a 2-run homer hit to opposite field off the bat of TJ Collette. The Whitecaps increased their lead to 3 runs in the 8th after a ground rule double by Jesse Franklin and a single by Tyler Gentry that brought Franklin around to score. Brewster closed it out in the top of the 9th to seal a 3-0 shutout win over Cotuit in a game where Cotuit's pitching once again faltered in the late innings and their offense couldn't get off the ground. Although Cotuit has a playoff spot already locked up, they've entered into a bit of a slide recently and need to get those 2 issues sorted out going into the playoffs if they want to go deep and contend. We spoke with Coach Roberts after today's game, and sending you now to our interview, and signing off for the Cotuit Kettleers, I'm Jacob Cohen.
Coach, Trey Holland made his starting debut today. He had pitched previously, but this was his start. And he was put in a hard position facing Mason Black, who's one of the top pitchers in the Cape League. How do you think he responded, and how did he look out there on the mound today?
Oh, he did a great job for us. You know, the key to Trey is for us as coaches to know how to play the defense. And as you see, we play the defense very different with him on the mound. But I've had several pitchers like him through the years, and if you position your players right, Trey's going to throw strikes, and he's going to throw strikes with 3 or 4 different pitches. And so I was really pleased with what he did today against a really good, strong Brewster lineup.
Absolutely. Trey and Sullivan combined for 12 innings and 0 walks. How impressive is that to throw strikes and keep them off the bases and free passes?
Well, that's the reason we're staying in games right now, because our bats are a little flat right now. We're in a little bit of one of those ruts where, again, we had the bases loaded twice and we couldn't get the ball in the outfield, and that happens as we go through the season. So they did a great job, and I always say we got a chance to win every time you look out on the scoreboard and there's no errors and no walks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Cole Bevan made his first start, albeit a brief one. How did he look out there?
No, I was really pleased. I just wanted to get him out there for an inning and take a look at him. I certainly don't know enough about him to go multiple innings yet. But I thought, I liked what I saw. He's got a really nice, quick arm action. His slider has some bite to it. We'll have to learn a little bit more about the curveball and the changeup. But, yeah, I think he's got a chance, and I think you'll see him out there for kind of 1 and 2 inning stints over the next 8 or 9 days.
Awesome. Joey Loperfido made an awesome diving play in right. He made a couple really nice plays at first base. How impressed have you been with his ability to defend multiple positions really well?
Well, Joey's a really good athlete. He's an extremely good athlete, long and rangy. I like him playing in multiple positions, but I do think that probably as he goes into Duke junior year, most likely, and as a pro prospect, I think he's probably suited more for the outfield, right and left field, and that's one reason we've kind of put him out there right now and left him, and I think he's done an excellent job.